Hi everyone. Welcome to Writing and the Teaching of Writing. I'm Dave Boardman. It's spring semester 2014. I hope you are doing well and I hope you've made it into the course and finding things all right so far. This is a course that's a little different from a lot of graduate courses in that the idea is we are blending both writing and teaching writing. It's not a course so much about how to teach writing or a course about how to write, as it is an opportunity to give you chances to really focus intensely on your own writing, and that goes for whether you consider yourself a writer or not, as well as an opportunity to explore ways of incorporating writing into your classroom, ways of teaching writing, and understanding, I guess, a bit about how students view writing both as a struggle, a success, and even as sort of a process of how they go through it. So it's a real mix. There are times when we are intensely looking at pedagogy and methods and that sort of thing. But there's other times when we're really doing a lot of the work ourselves and writing ourselves. I think it's a great way to mix things because so often we can ask students to do things that we don't really do ourselves or we haven't really truly done ourselves. So it gives us an opportunity as writers and teachers to really focus, examine the process through our own lives and our own uh, worlds as writers, and sort of get to a bit of an understanding of what it's like for students. Uh, we will do a lot of writing together independently, from journaling, something that you'll be doing throughout the course, to creating a multi-genre project way of writing through a lot of different voices. A bit of research, exploring the lives of one of our students, kind of trying to understand life as a writer through someone else's eyes. And developing a piece of writing that you consider highly polished, something you would submit for publication, a poem you would read, an article you would strive to get published, but some portfolio piece that you've worked on extensively throughout the course. So these things all come together. Don't look at everything as one mammoth assignment because they really unfold over the course of things, and it's quite doable. People find these projects really quite enjoyable and extremely beneficial for their own teaching practice. A bit about me: I teach at Mid-Maine Technical Center in Waterville. I teach a program in mass media communications, and my students produce video for nonprofit agencies in Central Maine, as well as video journalism, um, profiles of communities and people, really trying to tell the stories of their communities, their views, and just what's going on in the area. It is an incredibly interesting form of writing because while my students do some writing with pen, some on weblogs, they do an extensive amount of writing, revision, and publication, all that with video cameras. So it really shapes a bit about my philosophy of what writing truly is today, and I think helps. I don't know. I think helps my students see themselves as writers, very prolific writers, just kind of different kinds of writers. So you'll hear a bit more about my experiences and my views as we go through the course. Um, and we'll try to provide a huge range of views for you to explore. This first week, we ask you to kind of clear the slate a little bit and examine some resources, explore the web, explore your own things, come in with a new resource or something else to add to the conversation. And we're looking at what is writing? What do we mean by writing? And my definition of writing, kids writing with video cameras, might be very different than most people's. Um, Maybe it's not. But I think it's helpful to look at a variety of links, read some things, examine some policies, and talk about what we see as writing, what we see as some of the challenges of writing today in school, of writing out of school, and sort of how writing fits in societally, academically, the whole thing today. We see so many times articles about kids texting and using phones and iPads and computers, and the whole idea that writing has become either a lost art or a very transformed art. I am steadily coaxing my daughter's phone out of her hands, and as I do so, I'm also very cognizant of the fact that she is writing intensely with her friends. So we strive in our own family to find that balance between how much writing we're doing and how much real live time we're doing, and also how much more formal writing we're doing, but that's a bigger story. So this week's about exploration, about seeing what people say about writing, hearing it, seeing it through the eyes of some teachers, examining our own practices, what we do in our classrooms, and bringing that all to bear. It's a setup week, so if you come to this conversation a little late, don't worry about that. Jump right in, see what people have been saying, and explore the links and participate. One of the keys with online learning is to have a steady presence. It is very difficult for people to build that connection where you feel like you're part of a community and where you feel like you know people, like you have a bit of a presence in a class. The only way to make that happen is just by steadily staying in the course, popping in, leaving a comment, reading something, but steadily posting as you go. I think when people pop in the course, see what's there, and leave without leaving a trace they were there, a comment or something, it makes it that much harder to be part of the community. So please, when you open the course, check out a forum, see what someone said, add to the conversation. If you make that your steady habit, I think you'll find the participation part is much, much easier. I would strongly encourage you to get into the course at least 4 times in the span of a week. There are announcements that change, there are conversations that are unfolding. Things are pretty steady, but if you can get in 4 times a week, I think you'll find it is really easy to stay on top of things. A lot of this course happens outside of the course. You'll be writing in different formats and different spaces, and I try to provide a lot of writing time. So unlike some courses, you may find weeks where the assignment of the week is rather minimal, and because we're working on a piece of writing, or I'm trying to give you a lot of time to do loads of writing. If we were in Orono, if we were meeting in Orono on campus, we'd have roughly a 3-hour class, and we would have probably at least an hour of just time together of writing. So consider that as sort of a steady part of the course of your writing time. So if you just see things late in a week, don't think it's a week off. Chances are we're working on a big piece of writing, and that's my encouragement for you to keep going. If at any point in the course you have any questions, problems, anything like that, there are several ways to handle those. The first, if it's a question that you think other people would benefit from by the answer, please post to the questions forum. I check that every day. Occasionally I miss, but I try not to, and I will have an answer up as soon as I can. Send me an email if it's something that not everyone needs to know about, and it's a personal nature. Please, my email is right on the syllabus, david.boardman@maine.edu, or give me a call. My cell number is on the syllabus. It's 207-423-6934. I text as well. I am glad to get a text or call at any time, ideally before 9:15 at night on school nights, and I will absolutely get right back to you. So please don't ever feel alone. Don't feel stuck. There are ways to reach out and get help. I think that's it. I hope you find everything in the course. I look forward to reading your your profile updates. So if you would do that, kind of as soon as you get in, that'd be great. And we're off. This is a great adventure. I love this course. I think people really love the mix of collegiality, freedom to write, exploration, the whole thing. So, off to a great semester. Thanks again.